Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph and today I'm going to react to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 20, Father Before the Grave. The last episode was a lot. Well, not really a lot, but it was interesting. We got to see some action in it basically. So Roy and Hawkeye were just following up on like this conspiracy theory thing, and it led them back to the third laboratory where Lust was waiting for them. And Roy and Lust, man, they went at it. Not in that way, but they fought basically. And she almost killed him. And she was about to kill Hawkeye and Al, but here comes Big Brain Roy, man. He came through and lit that bitch on fire over and over and over again until she's dead. But I don't think she's dead. I think the father's just gonna recreate her like how he does all the time. I'm under the impression that his specific alchemy is just creating homunculi. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Lust in future episodes. She just gets brought back and remade. For now, she's dead. And we left off with Ed going to his mother's grave, and he had a little bit of a surprise visitor there. It's his dad, but something tells me that it's not his dad. What I'm thinking is that, like I said, since the father has the ability to make homunculi, I'm leaning towards the idea of the one that's at the grave is another one of his creations posing as him. Because again, I don't know if it was just the lighting in that episode when we first saw him when he was killing Greed. Because to me, it looked like he had white hair and he was older and like, you know, more broken down, I guess you can say. This one at the grave, he doesn't look like that. He looks a lot younger, he has hair in his color, and he just doesn't look really the same. So that's why I'm a little bit fishy on it, and I'm wondering if it's two different people. My point is, it's not the same person. One of them is a fake. For this episode, let's see how this conversation goes down between him and Ed. Let's see if I can pick up any like fishy vibes from this thing. And let's see basically how Ed reacts to seeing his dad for the first time since he left. If you guys are enjoying my Fullmetal Alchemist series so far and you guys want to see all these uncut reactions early, make sure to check out my Patreon. Link will be in the description. Also, I started streaming on Twitch every Monday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Central Time, and if you guys want to check it out and give me a follow, the link will be down in the description below. Without further ado, this could be Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 20, Father Before the Grave. Let's go. Hey everyone, just want to give a special thanks and a shout out to my Patreons for supporting me. Over on my Patreon, you'll gain early access to all of my uncut reactions on top of other perks. Check out my Patreon, the link is in the description.
Hello, Edward. You appear to have grown some.
Some.
I spoke with Pinocchio.
Who?
You tried human transmutation.
Oh.
What makes you think you can show up like this? There's nothing left for you here anymore.
Damn, he really does look like his father.
What possessed you to burn down my home?
After what happened, we vowed to never turn back. We did it as a symbol of our resolve.
No, you didn't. You were hiding the memory. You didn't want to be reminded of what you've done, and thought you could erase the memory by destroying the evidence. You ran away, and you know it.
Motherfucker, what did you do to your family? Bitch?
He's exactly like I was when I was his age.
I would have been like, where the fuck have you been all this time, bitch? And you have the nerve to show up like this? That's fucking weird. Who let you in the house? Oh.
You haven't changed in the slightest. All these years.
The dog doesn't like
you look
him.
exactly the same.
Yeah, see, isn't that a little suspicious? He looks exactly the same. You wouldn't think he'd aged a little bit. The dog probably senses a different smell from him. It's probably not him, I'm telling you.
The life form my son's transmuted. Are you positive that it was Trisha?
Huh? Well, I wouldn't. It didn't even look human to me. So I wouldn't think of it as...
No, that's not what I'm asking. Did you notice the eye color or the hair color?
Huh? What are you trying to get at? Are you telling me that that wasn't even Trisha? For all that those boys sacrificed, you're saying that thing they created wasn't even their mother?
This body, it's like a time bomb. Barry mentioned something, and it made me realize that any type of body is incompatible with a foreign soul. Pairing them together, the body will eventually reject it.
Yeah, but you're not organic. So it's not like your body's rotting like the other one.
If it's about to give out on you, couldn't you just transfer your soul into some other object?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then for the time being, well, you're impervious to pain and you don't have to eat. It sounds like a great deal to me.
No, it isn't! You don't know what you're talking about!
But that is a good point. If the body starts rejecting you, just transfer it into another thing and just keep going, give you an extra time.
I guess I can't fall asleep. I don't think this body will let me.
Oh. Just tell me you're gonna get your body back. Okay?
But something that they did learn in last episode that I forgot to mention, they are 100% confirmed that the stone exists now and it can be made.
Your father's about to head out.
Good, bye. Don't want to see ya.
This one. Do you mind if I keep it? It's
Show the
only photo
face.
we had taken with all four of us.
Of course, you're welcome to it.
Show the
Thank
face.
Something terrible is going to happen in this country soon. You should escape while you can.
This country's lousy with terrible things. And I can't leave. I've got other people who need me here in case they want to come home.
Aww.
I've given you my warning.
I can't believe he was your drinking buddy. It's interesting that she mentioned he didn't age. That's another thing that, like, you know, kind of supports my theory a little bit more. Because how long has he been gone? He's been gone for a good probably like 5 years. You would think he'd aged some. Different hair color, maybe a few wrinkles. Looks the exact fucking same.
You're not really gonna dig it up, are you, Ed?
Is it still there?
Why don't we go back?
No. My stumps are aching from the weather. It's about to rain. Let's just hurry and do this.
That is gonna take forever. Are you even digging in the right spot? Did she at least go home? Wow. Talk about loyalty, bro. Why is he puking? Like, why does the rain affect him that much? Was it the hair?
Granny, Mom's hair was a light chestnut color. This is black.
This fever, it's much too long.
Wow, they actually dug it up. What did they bring back? Or what they were trying to bring back?
This isn't your mother, Ed.
Shit. So who was it? Someone with long dark hair, and that's a guy. So who was it?
And that's it. It really is impossible to bring the dead back to life. The undeniable truth. It was impossible all along. From the moment I made this thing, it's been a symbol of my despair. But not anymore. Now it's an emblem of hope. Al can be returned to normal.
Okay, so the father just left. I don't know why he appeared in the first place. He at least gave the granny a warning, but that just proves that he's behind whatever bad shit's about to happen. He just wanted to save her, I guess you could say, because they're old friends, they're old drinking buddies, they have like somewhat of a good history. But again, I'm still a little suspicious on him, because that was a very small interaction that we got, and not a whole lot of screen time that we saw of him. So I couldn't really like pick up anything. He did speak a little weird, but I don't know what he usually speaks like. But okay, we also found out that what he was bringing back wasn't his mom. So who was it, or what was it? But I feel like for this episode, we're gonna leave off on whatever the hell the father has planned. And let's see if Ed is smart enough to kind of figure out what his father wants and why he was there in the first place after all these years.
Curtis residence. I didn't expect this. You never call.
Yeah, I need to ask you something, teacher. What Al and I transmuted, it wasn't actually our mother.
What is this, Ed? What are you trying to tell me?
I'm sorry to ask you this, but the child you transmuted, are you sure that it was your child that you brought back?
But I thought it was an unborn child, like she just miscarried it. Was it born? I thought she miscarried and the child was actually never born, or did she stillbirth it?
So Hohenheim, did he even bother to say where he was going?
Of course he didn't. And I didn't. What's wrong with me? I can't believe I forgot to give him the message.
What message?
Yes. A last request from your mother.
I need him to know I couldn't keep my promise. I died before he did, and I'm so sorry.
Sorry to ask, but could you pass it on if you bump into him?
Why should I have to?
I know it doesn't seem like it, but he does care about you and your brother.
Yeah, I'll pass it on right after I clock him in the face.
Yeah, right? If he really cared, he wouldn't have left.
What the hell?
Yeah, he has to fix
I'm
him.
sorry, brother.
What? How are you this beat up?
Now you know how Winry feels.
I'm gonna have to extend what little you have left of your armor.
Yeah. I love how Winry is his mechanic and Ed is Al's mechanic.
I've got to tell you something. I dug up the body that we transmuted in Resinpool.
What? Why would you do that?
Because, Al, I found out that the thing we buried wasn't really our mother.
But hold on a minute. Then that means...
The thing we made? I don't know what, but it was something completely different.
But if it wasn't, then what happened to me?
That's just it. This has actually convinced me we can return you to normal.
How?
Do you remember when Al and I got in a fight when we were kids about who'd marry you?
Huh?
Turned you both down.
What was your reasoning?
She said...
I just don't like men who are shorter than me.
Ooh.
You can't judge a man for something he can't help!
I don't really see how this has anything to do with getting Al's body back.
I had to be
Ouch.
sure. Al had a memory of something I don't recall. You seem to clearly remember it the same way, Winry. Which means that it happened without a doubt. So now that we know you remembered something real, then we also know for a fact that really is Al bonded in there. If I was able to pull that much of you out, then I've got a hunch that your body's still in there and I can pull it out.
You think
Okay.
my body's still in the portal? Existing separately from my soul?
Okay.
Like Barry's body.
Right.
Okay. But is it gonna be alive? Because Barry's body was dead. But I think that's because his soul wasn't the same.
We're gonna get in there and pull your body out.
Brother. After the portal, I remember looking at you from inside that thing. The thing we thought was Mom.
You were inside of it? That thing was you?
I guess so. But my soul didn't bind. It must have rejected me right away. So that means we didn't harm anyone else's soul after all.
The child that I transmuted, it didn't have a single physical trait that could have come from us.
Are her organs still floating around somewhere in there too?
Thank you.
It gave her peace.
So what did teacher have to say?
Well, I'm not really sure why, but she said, thank you.
I thought it was me. I thought I was the one who killed Mom a second time.
And so did I, Al.
Thanks, brother. Thank you. I wasn't the one who killed Mom after all.
So they just like conjure up a soulless body or some shit. And since it had no soul and it rejected everything, it just died.
I'm gonna make you normal again.
Brother, I was right there with you and I knew that there were risks. So quit trying to shoulder all of this on your own. I can't watch you suffer like this. Not on your own. I can't just stand back and watch other people get hurt over what I've done.
I love how he's wearing like an apron.
This body could reject me anytime, but it's the same with being human. You never know when you might get sick or die in an accident. so I can still get by like this.
If anything, you're more durable right now. You get stabbed and beheaded, it doesn't affect you. As long as the circle is still intact.
I can't take all the nights by myself. It's too lonely, and that's why I have to get back to normal.
Sure, and you're going to. We'll knock that truth jerk on his butt, and then we're gonna pull your body right out of that place.
Yeah!
Huh? That's weird.
What?
Have his shoulders always been so broad?
Oh, ooh, okay. Alright, now it's episode 20 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay, so I'm still questioning the father situation. So I'm gonna stick to what I said before. It's either two different people, one of them is a fake, or it actually is the same person, he's just being two-faced as fuck. But we still don't know why he just showed up at the, you know, out of the blue. I doubt it was just to warn Granny. He wanted to know something or do something. I still find it so weird how he just shows up and then just disappears like it's nothing. Like, what? But we did learn that it is possible, like another way to get Al's body back. Their theory is that the body's still floating somewhere in that void. They just gotta pull it out, so they don't need the stone. It's just, how are they gonna do it is the question. No follow-up on what happened last episode, really. Nothing on Roy or Hawkeye or any of that stuff. Just really focusing on, I guess, Al's situation and a little bit of the father. But I'm very curious to know why he went back to warn Granny. Like, what does he have planned? What does he know is about to happen? And is he the cause of it? So for next episode, we're just probably gonna get a few little bit more teasers on the father situation. But I think in next episode, we're gonna get like a new, I guess you could say, mini plot, not a mission. But it's gonna move on from all the stuff that we saw, and it's gonna continue the overall plot, and we're gonna check up on Roy. We may see some sins floating around, because Envy's still alive, Gluttony's still alive. We'll possibly see Lust. I think it's too soon to see her right now, because I'm still in denial. I still think that she's not dead. She's gonna be brought back eventually. It's just when. But yeah, for next episode, we're just gonna follow up on everybody on the aftermath of what happened in last episode, and let's see if we see the father more and discover what his plan is and what he wants and tries to do. If you guys are enjoying my Fullmetal Alchemist series so far and you guys want to see all these uncut reactions early, make sure to check out my Patreon, link will be in the description. Also, I started streaming on Twitch every Monday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Central Time, and if you guys want to check it out and give me a follow, the link will be down in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future reactions. And again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.